Welcome everybody to a beautiful Thursday night here in the Dome Gymnasium for a non-conference game between the Bluefield University Rams and the Carolina University Bruins. The Bruins making their way up from Winston-Salem, North Carolina to face on our ladies tonight. To give you guys a little bit of a context here, the Bruins come into this match 4-3 overall. They are a member school of the NCCAA, which the Bluefield University was a part of until 2014, where it joined the NAIA and the Appalachian Athletic Division. The last time these two teams met was on October 26th of 2018, when the Bruins swept them 3-0. The Bruins are coming in here with a two-game losing streak, and the Bluefield University Rams come in here 8-6. They're 5-1 in the conference, and they're coming off of a 4-game winning streak. And Ethan, they're looking to add to that tonight.
Absolutely, Jackson. And you know, like Coach Gallimore said in our last contest against, KCU, he talked about the mentality of the team, and definitely this is not a time to get our mentality down, because I remember he remarked in the coach's interview for post-game, this is not a team, to take lightly. This Carolina team definitely has some great players. They might have only played 7 games to our 14, but, that doesn't mean get a big head.
Yes, they definitely had an abbreviated season, of course, only coming in here 4-3. And the Rams come into here on a 4-game winning streak, but they showed a little bit of vulnerability when they lost set number 2 on Tuesday night to a team that was 1-8. I know that Coach Gallimore does a fantastic job of hammering into these women about mentality. You cannot go up 2 sets and end up dropping the next 2 and ever put yourself in a position like they did in Johnson University a couple Tuesdays ago. But they've shown up and shown out, of course, taking out a team that was receiving votes in the national poll, Reinhardt and Point, in back-to-back nights, and having KCU this past Tuesday. A couple girls to look out for on the KCU team is Destiny Hardiman, Kiara Montallo, and Kylie Kay. And Ethan, we have a couple girls on our team that kind of show up in our stats.
Absolutely, and you know who they are if you've been listening. We have Sotomayor, we have Watcott, who's the unsung hero with the all those dynamic ways to set the ball. You got Leslie Flores, and Leslie, she's just a powerhouse. She's fighting with Jessica Wells a little bit in the statistics on who's going to be the utmost killer of the season.
Yes, they are, and I think from when I checked in the standings, Jessica Wells is at 178 kills to Leslie Flores is 166. Of course, you guys can see on their screen a little bit of the hitting percentages as I end up clearing it, and we go to set number 1 here in the Dome Gymnasium. Here's the serve, set by Watcott. Sotomayor drops right in off of the fingers of Kamara King, the Good Hope Georgia native, and the Rams go up already in this first point, which is very important in any match. Of course, the Rams at KCU didn't actually win the first point in any of the sets, as that drops right in front of number 12, Destiny Hardiman, the big name out of McDonough, Georgia. Flores back to serve. Here's one of those 13-foot high hits as it comes over, but the net violation is going to cost the Bruins, and the Rams go up 3-0 here in the first 3 points.
Just like MC Hammer says, that net, you can't touch this. You know what I mean?
I think he meant something else. But the ref was, yeah, okay, I got it now.
Yeah.
Drops in, but a little bit of a flurry there as that goes up to Watcott. Sotomayor, Hardman, Kamara, Wells under it. Set, hit. Watcott keeping it in play. Sotomayor dropping it over. Hardman not able to get under it, and another point to the Rams.
Definitely, this is the way you should start out a set. I mean, come on, they have yet to win a rally. Bluefield already 4-0. You should start well.
And here's the serve from Flores. Right over to Hardiman. King. And Sotomayor drops it right in. That was clean, Ethan.
Yeah, very clean, And, it's like the front line. It's like on KCU. They didn't see it coming. It was just like no effort at all.
Yeah, she just dropped it right in there. Flick of the wrist. King. Head over right to Flores. Over. Trying to get under it. Over by King. Watcott. Big hit by Wells off the finger of the libero number 7, Reagan Adams out of Garner, North Carolina. And the Rams are showing up and showing out as we go to our first break called by Carolina University. We're going to think of a couple of our sponsors. Bluefield University thanks the following sponsors for supporting the Rams. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall locations offers delicious options such as strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall, eat more chicken. And Ethan, before the broadcast, we talked about how we were a little afraid that one set might actually hold the Rams back. Of course, they were feeling like they were on cloud 9 after taking out Reinhardt and Toy, showing a little bit of vulnerability as we talked, but it's not really showing up here in the first 6 points.
Absolutely, but they can't get a big head. They may be 6-0. They might have won all the rallies, but come on. You can't start making mistakes now. Yes, it possibly could be 25-0 in theory, but, in reality, that may not happen.
Yeah, you really can't count on that if you're the Rams, as Flores goes back to serve, the South Charleston, Ohio native.
Not West Virginia, keep in mind.
Here's the serve. Set by King. Over. And that was a big kill by number 20, Ziana Shinhoster out of Miami, Florida, where the Bruins get their first point of the night. Back to serve, Nicole Laza out of Green Cove Springs, Florida. And here's the serve, right to Lewis. Watcott. And it drops right in for a point by Wells. I know I got a little too excited there, but that curved right in. Nobody was looking at it, and it was just right where nobody was, and Lewis goes back to serve.
No problem. I love the excitement.
Here's the serve. Under it. Hit over by Hardiman. Lewis. Sotomayor drops right in. Nobody there. Pickett could not get there in time as they score another point, and the Rams go up 8-1 here in set number 1. Lewis, the Myrtle Beach native, back to serve once again. Here's the serve. Hit over right to Watcott. Lewis. Wells hits the net. Point Rams.
Rams have got to be, cloud 9 for 9 points,
They have shown why they should be a title contender, ranking in at number 3 behind the CIU Rams of Columbia International. And, of course, the Bryan College, the only team to take out the Rams in conference play, as that's up by Watcott and dropped in by Wells. A little block there. Sotomayor drops it right over. Hit over right to Watcott. Sotomayor drops it right in. Still alive. Wells comes right back over. Grajeda drops it. Oh, but she could not get it over, and the Bruins catch their second point here in set number 1. Now, I will have to say that Coach Ferguson and Coach Alwyn of the Bruins are very seasoned veterans. Of course, Coach Ferguson playing at Washington State and UCLA. Seems like she knows what she's doing, getting all back when it was the Pac-10. Pac-10 offers, as that's over by Hardiman. Big hit right to Flores. Drops right in. Nobody there. There was a crowd of Bruins that watched it fall right in the middle.
And you can't be afraid of the ball, Jackson. We said this before in the KCU game. I believe that they're starting to get a little bit afraid of the ball. Just looking at it in the middle.
Sotomayor back to serve. Right to Hardiman. Number 11, Laza, cannot get under it, and another point goes to the Rams. We actually weren't too able to gauge this match too well in favor of the Rams because a lot of these teams had not faced each other, being a non-conference game. Right to Hardiman as it bounces off her chest and out of bounds for another point. Rams going up 12-2. Coach Ferguson not very happy with the start of this. Another timeout is called as we thank a couple more of our sponsors. Duchess Dairy produces whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their plant in the heart of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Gigabeam Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabeam Networks going further with the Rams. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics, and we constantly talked about it on Tuesday. This is a great start. This is the team that we saw face Reinhardt and face Point.
But we cannot let that happen in set number 2 now. You know, we can't.
Well, it seems to mirror a lot of Tuesday night. The Rams went up very high, of course, winning that first set 25-9. And I know that the KCU Knights took 2 timeouts actually in that first set because it was not going in their favor. So the Rams have to keep a straight head on, knowing that they can be vulnerable. And if Coach Gallimore puts in more subs, the subs will have to step up their game from Tuesday night here as Sotomayor goes back to serve. Sotomayor back to serve. The Syracuse, Utah native Spring Hill College out of Mobile, Alabama transfer. As there's a set. Sotomayor under it. Wells. Hardiman blocked. Set by 11. Drops in Flores. Point goes to the Carolina Bruins for a double. And that's one of those few mistakes that you cannot be having here at the college level. Double, I know a very easy point to get for either side as number 19 serves. As that goes out of bounds and a point for the Bruins.
Yeah, that a little lopsided out of Sotomayor's hands.
Chiara Matola, the Rome, Italy native, here to serve. As that's off the hands of Lewis, and this is what we talked about, Ethan. They cannot let their heads come off. They, as Matola goes back to serve once again here with the score now being 12-5. Over to Lewis. Serve. Grajeda blocked. Flores. Wells right to Hardiman. Set up. Hardiman again right in the corner as that's another point. Wow.
They're gaining momentum. They're gaining momentum. The Rams cannot have a big head here.
Now, the Carolina University, like I said, are coming off a 2-game losing streak. Started the season 4-1. Now dropping to 4-3 as that bounces off the hands of Lewis and goes out of bounds once again. And the Bruins come within 5. They literally just cut the Rams' lead in half here in 5 points as Matola goes back to serve once again. Walcott, Wells, off the hands of Matola. Hardiman, Flores, and over by Wells, right to Matola. Drops right in and kept on the side of the Bruins for another point for the Rams. Number 25, Evan Hicks out of Charleston, South Carolina, could not get it over. And Ali Hawkins, the Branson, Missouri native, back to serve. Right to Hardiman. Over to Hardiman. Lewis. Sotomayor not able to get over in time. Rams still lead 13-8 here in set number 1. Number 9, Camera King, Good Hope, Georgia native, back to serve. As it's hit over right to Sotomayor. Flores off the fingers of King, and wow, that was a lot of power, and in a good way. We've seen a couple plays not go in the favor of the Rams because of the power behind Wells and Flores, but being a big power hitter for the Rams, showed up and showed out as Morgan Coulter, the Beckley native, goes back to serve.
Just a short 45-minute drive up the interstate
Yes.
from where we're located.
It's actually, the nearest place to get Buffalo Wild Wings as I looked to figure that out. As it's over by King. Hardiman, set by Walcott. Big hit, right to Sotomayor once again. Flores not able to get it over, and another point for your Bruins.
Very close play on the front line, but you know what I mean? I mean, you can't get sloppy now. You can't get out of system. It's, only a 5-point game now.
Becky Walker, the Lakeland, Florida native, Lakeland, Florida, where big NAIA school in Southeastern out of, as that's right to Lewis, check that. Flores with a big hit, and it goes off the fingers of a couple Bruins to bring the Rams their first point here in a couple. As Walcott, the AAC setter of the week, is back to serve. As it's hit over. Set by King. Right to Hawkins. Little out. Sotomayor over. Walcott. Sotomayor. King. Walcott. Floor is over. Call that a double point, Bruins. Bruins keeping a very close game, even though it is a lead of 5. Still close in the grand scheme of things, as Reagan Adams out of Garner, North Carolina, goes back to serve. She has 94 assists, and she gets the ace point. Bruins.
And they didn't expect that back there in the corner. Like I said before, these corner plays really is what helps and hurts a team. It's the bane of a team's existence.
Here's the serve. Lewis. Not expecting that. King. Overblocked. King again. Drops right in there. No girls there to get a hold of it. And the Bruins come within 3 here in set number 1. Wow, they've scored 9 points to the Rams 3 here, as that service error will cost them and possibly giving a rally for the Rams. Coach Allewine talking to his girls, giving them a quick pep talk along with Coach Ferguson. Flores back to serve. Here's a serve. Drops right in there. Point. Rams, another ace, except for Bluefield. As Flores here again. Hit over. King. Blocked off the fingers of Shinhoster. And the Rams go up 18-12, looking to end it this set here. Hopefully all off of the serves of Flores. King blocked. King again. Hit over. Big hit by Wells, but it goes off of the net, and another point to the Bruins. 18-13 the score.
I also got to give Shinhoster the credit for that nice block on the near side.
Leza back to serve. Right to Flores. Sotomayor a little too hard and out of bounds, but they're actually going to call it inbounds.
It was right there on the line.
I know actually there was one where I was a little confused last game, and I went back and watched the film over, and it was inbounds, so I totally agreed with the line judge, as that service error costs the Rams. And now it's 19-14. Number 10, Pickett, out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, back to serve. Pickett to Sotomayor. Wells in the corner, and another kill for Jessica Wells. I think Flores knows that she has to step up her game to keep a very close game with Wells. Service from Sotomayor to Hardiman. Drops in. Sotomayor. Hit by Flores in the corner. Another point. Rams 4 away from ending this set here.
The corner plays is the sweet spot for this Rams team and this Rams offense. I think definitely something that they can capitalize on.
Here's a serve. Hardiman. Blocked. Drops in right to Wells. Walcott. Wells again off the fingers. Hardiman there to save it. Leza. Lewis. Wells. Leza. Hardiman blocked. Wells couldn't get there in time for quite a showing there by the Bruins, showing the tenacity as number 17, Barrage, is back to serve. Coming in for number 19, Matola. Barrage out of Hope Mills, North Carolina. And that's hit in by Hardiman, and another point for the Bruins. Barrage back to serve. Dribbling. Here's a left-right. Sotomayor saving it. Hit over by Grajeda. Barrage. Right to Lewis. Drops in. Number 10. Pickett couldn't get there in time. And the Rams get a point on the board in the possession. As Hawkins go back to serve.
Watcott had a nice overpass there that just really helped that Rams team.
Here's the serve. Pickett. Hardiman. Drops right to Lewis. Flores not able to get under it. And the Bruins keep it within 5. As King goes back to serve. Right to Lewis. Flores. King. Point. Rams off of that double. 23-17 has become 2 points away from ending this set. Coulter back to serve. Hardiman over right to Sotomayor. Flores has it off the fingers of number 20, Shinhoster. Rams get set point. Coulter back to serve. Everybody holding up their ones in the crowd. Here's the serve. Right off the hands of number 7, Reagan Adams, and the Rams take set number 1 here. Ethan, that was, the Rams show a little bit of tenacity there, keeping the game, keeping their head on. They showed a little bit of resilience after losing. The Bruins got 9 points to their 3. And they got between 15 and 12, and now the Rams pulled ahead, finishing this one off 25-17 in set number 1.
It's not that, far of a game. It's closer than definitely what you witnessed not last night, but Tuesday night with Kentucky Christian. So that should tell you, still 25-17. It could have been anybody's game in the middle of that set. So you really have to realize, this team is out, and this team means business. So definitely not a time to keep yourself on cloud 9. You got to keep working in order to stay on top of the mountain.
And the Rams are gonna look to stay on top in set number 2 after this short message.
You say you have vision, but where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
And I'm going to thank a couple of our sponsors, or one of our sponsors real quick. The Grind 103 Spring Street. Bluefield, Virginia seeks to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Come to the Bluefield University Coaches Show each Monday at 7 p.m. exclusively at The Grind, and now available where you can get your podcast at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as I throw it to Ethan here for set number 2.
All right, set number 2 getting ready to ensue here at the Dome Gymnasium after 25-17 win. Rams are now leading 1-0, but definitely a heated contest. As you know, in the middle of that set, it was a back and forth between the two teams off of each other's errors and just some great corner plays and plays right at the line. Jackson, what did you like about the last match, and what are things you think they need to work on?
You mean the last set or the last match?
Last set, sorry.
Okay. Well, I think they had a lot to work off of the KCU match as well, but like I said, the Rams showed a lot of resilience there, not letting that, in the span that the Bruins put on 9, the Rams only put on 3, making it 15-12.
Right to left as Flores gives the ball, but it's knocked backwards, giving Bluefield the first point of the set.
I think that really sets the tone here in every single set that they have, is getting that first point.
Flores again, 13 in the air. Wadcott giving it to Sotomayor. Wadcott again, Sotomayor. And a kill from Sotomayor on the far side, giving it 2-0 Bluefield.
And I know the girls absolutely love this electrifying atmosphere that I talked to Retzloff on Tuesday, and she talked about it, how they loved having so many people here in the Dome.
Here's a serve. Kill on the near side from Shinhoster, the freshman from Miami, Florida, giving the first point for the Bruins. It's 2-1, Bluefield on top. Coming up is Nicole Leeza, freshman from Green Cove Springs, and she's going to be serving left to right. Wadcott giving it to Wells, near side going far. And coming now to the corner, a little lopsided from Pickett. Making it a 3-1 game. Bluefield in the lead. Sarah Ducey is now coming up to serve for the Bluefield Rams. And she's in as the libero for this set as she dons the white jersey. Knocked backward, Ducey. Pickett, blocked from Sotomayor. And that one's going to be 4-1. And, as Ducey subs in for Georgia Lewis this set, she's definitely finding her rhythm at the libero's position.
I think this is actually the first time we've seen her at libero, and I think might be a good change of pace as that one goes out of bounds.
Yeah, went out of bounds, so 4-2. Wadcott couldn't get the hand on it, as now it goes back to Pickett. Pickett from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And the ball's up. Wadcott to Wells on the near side block. And on the far side, block again from Sotomayor. But they ruled that one in favor of the of the Bruins. That was a close call. And it's up. Ducey. Miscommunication to Watcott. Couldn't get the ball in time. 4-3. Definitely something that Bluefield does not want to see, as now the game's tied up 4-4. Ball coming to the near side. Ducey over to Sotomayor. And in the back corner in the near side to give it 5-4. Bluefield University now taking back the lead after a tie. Sotomayor coming up to serve. And it's up. Pickett bringing it back in. Check, that was Laser. Far side, Watcott. Watcott on the line, and the kill, giving it 6-4 to end his rally. Bluefield University on top by 2, as coming back to the serving position, we have Sotomayor. The ball's up and out of bounds. Just slightly on the side out. We now have a 6-5 ball game. Modula coming up from Rome, Italy, an international student coming into Carolina University, as she gives the serve. Watcott to Grajeda, block. Wells, far side, diagonal. Saving it, Watcott. Sotomayor. Here's Flores to Watcott. And right there to Wells, but a block from number 6, Ramalho. Ramalho, a senior from Sao Paulo, Brazil, another international, 6-6. It's a tie ball game. Modelo up back to serve. It's up. Flores to Watcott. Going on the near side, and Wells kills it. Right in the center of the floor, 7-6. Allie Hawkins checking in now to serve for the Rams. She's coming into the rotation. The ball's up. Leza, near side to Watcott. Blocked once again from Ramalho, 7-7. Definitely a closer match as it's back and forth this set, Jackson.
Yeah, but luckily the Bruins have not taken the lead, and I'm probably going to have to catch my tongue here after this serve by King. But the Rams are still keeping their heads on straight after a couple of mishaps.
Ducey. A little too hot from Sotomayor. As the point now, the lead goes to the Bruins. I think we spoke too soon there about someone taking the lead. Here's a serve. Ducey, lopsided, 9-7 Bruins. Not what Coach Gallimore is liking right now. King for the serve. Ref signals. Puts the ball into motion. And a service error brings it back to the Rams. 9-8. Bluefield within 1.
Now, I think they were living a little free there. I think I would have tried to attempt at hitting that. That was very close to the line, but it was in favor of the Rams.
Coulter coming into the lineup. She dribbles to serve, and it's up. Lopsided, unreturnable from Shinhoster. Brings it a 10-8 ball game. 2 points, Bluefield trails. Right now, Becky Walker coming in. Usually a Libero, but not tonight, but she's in from Lakeland, Florida, native. She's up. Outside.
That's the second service error that we've seen back-to-back from the Bruins.
And definitely Bluefield has the opportunity to capitalize as Watcott comes to serve the ball. And the ball's up, right to left. Sotomayor kills it right in there. It's now a 10-10 ball game, all tied up. Watcott back up to serve for the Rams. Ball's up. Ducey to Sotomayor. Trying to keep the ball alive on the Bruins to Ducey. Here's Sotomayor. Out of bounds from Sotomayor. A hitting error, too much, as 11-10. Bruins taking the lead. The libero for tonight, Reagan Adams from Garner, North Carolina, serving the ball. Here's Ducey to Watcott. Flores, far end, and it's ruled outside. That was a close call. It was almost a corner play there.
Adams was not happy. She was yelling at our line judge.
Devin Robinson over there, it seems he had a clear vision of the ball, but a lot of people not too happy with that call as the referee is conferring with his partner over there on the line. The game's at a standstill, 11-10 in favor of the Bruins after a little miscommunication between the officiating staff. So with that mix-up cleared up, the play stands 11-10, but that was honestly on the corner. It was I could barely notice one way or the other as they are, looks like they're getting corralled by the coach for just a split second.
They were checking the score. The score is officially 12-10.
12-10, Bruins by 2. Here's Watcott on the front. And that goes to the Bruins for a 4. 4, that's no more, as we like to say. And now a timeout Rams. So let's thank some of our sponsors here while we're on this 60-second timeout. So Bluefield University Athletics thanks the following sponsors for supporting the Rams. Duchess Dairy produces whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their plant in the heart of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy is the Rams' choice for milk. Gigabeam Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabeam Networks going further with the Rams. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in commercial construction solutions for the two Virginias. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. So Jackson, Rams are starting to get a little bit out of system as, now 3 points ahead. These Bruins are really trying to fight back in the second set. A lot like what we saw Tuesday night almost.
Now, I don't know what I can say too much about this Bruins team, of course, coming in here 4-3. 2 of those losses coming from Pfeiffer University. Of course, they have a win over them. But this is a very tough Bruins team, like Coach Gallimore said on Tuesday night. And the girls cannot even slip up once when they're facing a team like this. And it's showing up here in set number 2.
Adams for the serve, but on an error there, as now it goes back to Bluefield as play resumes. 13-11, Bluefield trails by 2 as Flores probably going to give a high one here. Not too high this time. Pickett, far side. Flores giving it to Wells. Here comes Watcott, giving it to Wells, lateral. And right there on the line, or right close to it, on the back where nobody suspected it, 13-12. Bluefield now is coming within 1 point of tying the ball game.
I think regardless, that point would have gone to the Rams.
But that one went to the Bruins as it was slightly miscalculated outside, 14-12. Ball now going back to Leza. I apologize if the name is mispronounced. From Green Cove Springs, Florida. Ducey to Watcott. A block right there from, I believe that one was from Matola, Chiara Matola from Rome, Italy. They're on a bunch formation here. Block didn't work. Reitzloff couldn't come up with the block, and now it's 16-12 in favor of the Carolina University Bruins. Not a good thing for Gallimore. I could probably sense the frustration coming from downstairs. And that one goes ricocheting off the net from Wells. 17-12, not going in the Rams' direction at this time. Leza coming in to the serving position. The ball's up. Ducey to Watcott. Here comes Wells, diagonal. Back from Wells to save. Watcott coming in. Montala, block. And the ball goes to the Rams off of a double contact.
This might be the lucky break that the Rams needed here in set number 2.
Now it's all they need to do is capitalize on this opportunity as the libero of this set, Sarah Ducey, in for Georgia Lewis from the last set, is now up to serve. Near side Pickett, and for the kill, Pickett getting it 18-13. Gallimore is not happy right now. You know, they're down by 5 points. Definitely an echo of what we saw Tuesday night on how set number 2 is that set that's unlucky for the Rams, as Watcott gives it to Grajeda. And Sotomayor even trying to attempt to go to the other side, going under to retrieve the ball, but couldn't work. 19-13 Bruins.
Now, I don't think we can really gauge Coach Gallimore's his emotion. He's a very stoic coach. I think I've seen them, like last night, they were up 25-5. His reaction never changed, but I can definitely understand how he would not be happy with the result of what's going on currently.
Sotomayor, and a kill! Wow! That's the break we needed. That is the break Bluefield needed as they get back to the serving position for Sotomayor. Lauren Sotomayor, a transfer student from Spring Hill College, brings the ball up. Leza, far end, return from Watcott. Here's Wells, back line, coming forward, Sotomayor to Watcott. Here's Flores, and it drops in. Romalo couldn't get to it. 19-15. Rams are trying to make a comeback, as now a timeout is being called.
Now that's a very interesting call by Coach Ferguson to call a timeout, even though they're leading up 19-15, only giving up one really big point there. I'm a little surprised that Coach Ferguson, as we are going to thank a couple of our sponsors.
All right, so Black Tie Charters. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. And make your next special event with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall location offers delicious options such as strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals, and much more. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall, eat more chicken, as the cow says. The Grind, 103 Spring Street, Bluefield, Virginia, to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Come to the Bluefield University Coaches Show each Monday night at 7 p.m. exclusively at The Grind and also on Apple Podcasting and wherever you get your podcasts. As 10 ticks comes, the girls come back out on the court. Bluefield in a bunched-up formation on the far side of the court, trying to get prepared for what's coming up next as it's offset on the other side. See what they're cooking up here. Sotomayor dribbling the ball. Ref signals. Ball is up. And Matola. Bounced off. Ooh. Ball ricocheted off of Leza. That was not cool.
Not cool. Indeed, I know that most of our student section was not happy with that call.
Not happy with the call either, as that ball is now killed. It's an ace from what I believe to have been Matola as she comes up to serve. 20. What?
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, who was it, if you know?
No, I was going to say that's one of those mistakes you can't make
Absolutely.
here in crunch time.
It's 21-15. And unreturnable from Wells gives the ball back 21-16. They still got a mountain to climb, still got to climb the rungs of the ladder as, we got a team now 5 points ahead and 4 points away from winning the set. Hawkins coming up to serve. Watcott to Flores, ricocheting off the net. Point Carolina. These rallies here, you can't start making mistakes, and rally after rally, Bluefield, unfortunately, Carolina's been successful at capitalizing on Bluefield's errors from rally to rally as Watcott gives it to Flores, diagonal, up, near side, Ducey, giving it to Watcott, Sotomayor. And to send over, didn't see that one coming. Kamara King read that play well on the overpass, 23-16, 1 point away from set point for the Carolina University Bruins. Ball's up. Ducey, but safe for Flores to Grajeda. Block. Close play at the net. We have to commend our Bluefield University Rams, a play that could have gone awry. It went successful. Saves from Grajeda and Flores. A great way to end that rally. 23-17. Cassidy, that's Morgan Coulter coming up to serve. Hitting the tape. Watcott to Flores. Block. And it's dropped in. Bluefield University edging back up 23-18, still trailing, but there's still hope for this team as now Coulter comes back up to serve once again. She dribbles, ball moving right to left. And the ball's up. This time on the near side, Hardiman. One of the people that Bluefield should watch out for is now it's set point, 24-18. This one could tie it up 1-1 in the number of sets, and we'll have to do a minimum of 4 in order to take this out. A lot like, guess what, Tuesday, deja vu happening again as now Becky Walker for the serve. Flores to Walker. And now that one goes to Bluefield for a double contact. The break they needed, 24-19. Still set point. Bluefield, though, trying to edge it up as much as they can. Watcott coming up to serve the ball. Ball's up. Block unsuccessful. Back line, Hawkins. Ducey saves it. Flores knocking it forward, but too hot. And then that is set 2 for you, ladies and gentlemen. Score 25-19, and now it is tied up in number of scores, 1-1. We'll be back in a minute and 37 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where Jackson Bass will be taking the call for you for the third set of play.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further. You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world.
I'm sorry for cutting you guys from that amazing ad, but I did not mean to stop it, but I do have to thank a couple of our sponsors. Gigabit Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone company DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gigabit Networks going further with the Rams, and Ethan, like we said, it mirrors a lot of what we saw Tuesday night where the Rams came down a set, but the little difference is as we didn't sub a lot of our starters out. So this is a very solid team in the Bruins, and the Rams have to keep it together here and not fall apart.
Looks like Lewis, though, is checked back in for this third set as she was subbed out by Sarah Ducey at her first try at Libro in the last go-around. So this is something interesting to definitely see.
I feel bad for Sarah. She's already changed back into her other shirt. This is a costume change, Ethan.
Yeah, just like on Broadway, you know. I mean, when you're in those musicals, you got to change costumes like at the snap of a finger.
But you know what? I feel like they've gotten to the point where they can do it in like 2 seconds. Like, I think they actually have rip-away clothes at this point on Broadway with the amount of scene changes they have to.
Like I'm Batman or something like that.
I think Superman saved a lot of time by constantly wearing his uniform. As number 7, Reagan Adams, the libero for this team, goes back to serve here in set number 3. That's right to Cassie Brown. Flores, King, right to Lewis. Set again, Pickett, right to Hawkins. Over by Flores, right to King. Big hit to Lewis. Grajeda keeping it alive. King drops right in. Walcott couldn't get there, and the Bruins take the first point. And the first point for them in any set tonight, as like I said, Adams going back to serve once again. First point for the Bruins. As the real unsung heroes of all our matches, the sweat sweeper came out really quickly as Adams is coming back up to serve. As there it is. Walcott over by Flores, right to Adams. King, Shinoster blocked, and under the net, point Rams.
I saw Grajeda and I saw Flores on that block. Definitely a better blocking game. I think we're forecasting for this set.
I feel like it's always in our best interest not to forecast things. Because they end up nipping us right in the butt. As the Beckley, West Virginia native, Morgan Coulter back to serve. Here it is. Service error. Possession goes back to the Bruins. Going up 2-1 here in set number 3. If you're just now joining us, it's all tied up 1-1 in sets, and the Bruins currently lead the Rams 2-1 here in set number 3 as the Bruins look to force a 4th set as they won after losing in set number 1. That's Hawkins. Retzlaff for the kill. And there's a point on the board as Aubrey Watcott, AAC Setter of the Week, is back to serve. The two-time AAC Setter of the Week, of course, winning her honors in week 1 along with week 4 as that's over. Little too hard and out of bounds, point. Rams. Watcock back to serve once again. Here's a serve. Set up, over by Pickett, right to Watcott. Sotomayor on the edge, still keeping it alive. Pickett, Flores. Big hit by Sotomayor as it drops right in. Pancake, still keeping it alive. Pickett, you can see a lot of our men in the crowd standing up as that's over by Pickett. And the girl still keeping a straight head on after all that going on as Adams to Pickett. Hawkins. Adams once again. Big hit right to Watcott. Hit again to Hawkins. Flores. Adams. Malo. Malo again. Pickett. Block drops right into Flores. Watcott. Sotomayor.
Heavens.
A big rally here as that goes over. Hawkins lets it drop. Point. Bruins.
But in all fairness, I thought I saw the ball hit the floor earlier on in the rally as well as the crowd boos.
I'll see if they gave the point away, the Bruins would not let that other play that we saw earlier in the match. They would assume it was unfair as that serve comes from Sarah Pickett. Watcott. Sotomayor blocked. Hardiman as it drops right in. Georgia Lewis not able to get there in time. And the Bruins go up 4-3 as Pickett goes back to serve once again.
Now's not the time for the Rams to be discombobulated.
No, it is not. As that service error is going to cost them the point and possession. Leslie Flores back to serve as Wells comes in for Hawkins. Sorry for that, guys. As well comes in for Hawkins. Here's a serve from Flores. Right over to Pickett. Romalo still keeping it alive by Adams. Hardiman knocks it over. Big hit from Wells. Drops right in for the kill. You can see the excitement in here in the Dome Gymnasium. Wow, that's the Jessica Wells that we like to see on our highlight reels as Leslie Flores throws it up, serves it, and there's a service there. The momentum that the Rams just got from that big kill from Jessica Wells stopped up as now Matola, the Rome, Italy native, back to serve.
That's actually one of my dream destinations one day is go to Rome.
I love the U.S. too much. As that's over by Leza. Wells out of bounds. Point Bruins. Bruins now up 6-5 here in set number 3. Matola back to serve. Matola been a big part of this team tonight, catching a couple rallies herself here. As here it is, set by Lewis. Rutzlaff hits it a little too hard, and it goes out of bounds. Bruins up 7-5, but a little bit of a convulsion on the field, and the points go to the Rams as they say that it was off the fingers or the body of one of the Bruins.
So that
Ferguson,
wrong.
No, they're about to change it back because they just gave possession back to the Rams as Georgia Lewis back to serve. Coach Ferguson not too happy with that as that serve from Lewis goes to right Hardiman. Hardiman again. Flores trying to keep it alive, but it goes out of bounds. Point Bruins. King back to serve. As the service error, possession goes back to the Rams. Sotomayor, the transfer from Spring Hill College down in Mobile, Alabama, the Bulldogs. So here's the serve. Adams. Hardiman not able to get it over, and the Rams take their first lead here in set number 3. Sotomayor back to serve. We've been told a couple different pronunciations for her name as it goes across over by Schinhoster. Drops right in, still keeping it alive. Schinhoster and Adams couldn't decide who was going to get a hold of it, and the point goes to the Rams. Rams now up 9-7 as the Bruins take their first break here in set number 3. We're going to thank a couple of our sponsors. Since 1984, Strobe Construction has led the way in commercial construction solutions for West Virginia and Virginia. Strobe Construction, a proud sponsor of the Bluefield University Athletics. The Grind, 103 Spring Street, Bluefield, Virginia seeks to offer regional flavors while playing a youth culture around their brand. Come to the Bluefield University Coaches Show each Monday at 7 p.m. exclusively at The Grind. Now available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, along with Beyond the Ram, where we take a deeper look at the lives behind their athletics here at Bluefield University. And Ethan, that was little bit of a back and forth set with the Rams now up 9-7. What are you kind of predicting here going into the rest of the set?
Well, definitely I saw a little bit of out-of-system plays from both sides, and what I could really say to the Rams right now is keep your head screwed on. I know you are not happy with some of the calls that some people may have made, but now's the time to go forward. Now's not the time to dwell in the past. We're up here in the booth. We're just calling what we see. But Rams, just go out and do your part if you're out there to win today.
I hope they're out there to win, or else that win streak is going to deteriorate as they have their win number 4, looking for win number 5, and Coach Gallimore's 104th win, as that's hit over on the line, but deemed out of bounds by the line judge. Had to wait a sec to sub in as number 13, Becky Walker, back to serve. 9-8 the score here in set number 3. Cassie Brown. Wells, as it drops right in front of Schinhauser, and the point goes to the Rams. As Cassidy Brown goes back to check that, Allie Hawkins is back to serve. Wow, that's an important point right there. As it goes, still keeping it alive in Brown. Flores, Walker, Rams ready for it. Greta, right to Adams. Pickett, looking for a double. Up by Adams. Pickett, out of bounds. Point, Rams. Hawkins back to serve.
Bluefield's definitely keeping their eye where the ball goes. They're not trying to chase it out of bounds. They're just letting it go.
Dropped over Greta. Saw Lewis flip over as that goes over by Watcott. Adams. Schinhoster with a big hit, but kept in the Bruins side, and the point goes to the Rams. Rams now pulling away a little bit, 12-8, as the Branson, Missouri native goes back to serve once again.
As Lenny Kravitz says, though, it ain't over till it's over.
Amen. As that drops right in, Lewis there. Flores on the corner, right past the arm of Becky Walker for another point, as the crowd getting more excited here in the Dome today, as there's looked for another timeout by Coach Ferguson and her Bruins. Ethan, we're going to take this break to talk about just what kind of match we're looking at here. This is a match against two teams who are not in conference, but this could be a big thing. I know that the Rams go on the road after Saturday, of course, going to take on, in Barbersville, Kentucky, the Union Bulldogs, followed by traveling down to Gainesville, Georgia, to take on Brenau, and Drew McConnell down in Cleveland, Georgia. And I feel a little more comfortable seeing this kind of team go down on the road on this long trek after being at home for a whole week.
And also, I know how Truett McConnell plays. I saw a little bit of what they did last year. Ironically, it was my first broadcast ever on the Rams Digital Sports Network when they played Truett McConnell here at home back in October of last year. And I'll just tell you, that is a team not to be reckoned with. And these mental lapses, like Coach Gallimore said, they have to get rid of them if they're going to be beating these in-conference teams like, for example, Grinnell or TMU. So you got these tough opponents ahead, and this is a good litmus test for these Rams.
And the Rams coming off of a hot streak after taking off number 4 and number 5 here in the conference rankings, as Hawkins here to serve. Jumps right in. Nobody's there for that ace by Hawkins. Wow, it jumped right behind Shinhoster and right in front of Walker as Hawkins goes back to serve.
They were just standing around and looking like, what?
I know, they were not expecting that. As here's the serve from Hawkins. Walker over by Pickett. Cassidy Brown. Flores drops right in for the kill. Another kill here in set number 3 as the Rams go up 7 here. And Hawkins is back to serve. A rally for the Rams here. Adams over to Pickett. On the line, inbounds, point Bruins.
That was right on the line too. It could have went either way.
But I feel like Caleb Word, who is we have our student athletic government type here. He's the president of it, and probably very ethical as that's hit up by Walker. That drops over. Grajeda off the hand of Walker, and another point on the board.
I believe Bluefield's really taking time to capitalize on these errors that that Carolina's been making.
Kylie Kay out of Sarasota, Florida, home to Sarasota Military Academy, subbing in into the game as Coulter here to serve. Right to Walker. Jumps right in. Gonna call a net violation. And the possession back to the Bruins. A couple subs coming in. Nicole, apparently pronouncing it wrong. It's Laiza. I've been pronouncing it Laiza. It's Laiza, according to SID Bob Red. As that gets off the fingers, Pickett. Walcott. Flores. Right to Walker. Over by Pickett. Out of bounds. Point Rams. A little too hot on the ball there. Gives possession back to Bluefield. And Aubrey Walcott is back to serve. Drops right in for another point for your Bluefield University Rams. The crowd's getting excited as Walcott goes back to serve, looking for a rally of her own after teammate Hawkins had quite one earlier in the set. Hit off the hand of Lewis, out of bounds, point Bruins. I remember it was interesting when we were doing the broadcast for Point. I kept saying Point or Point Skyhawks because they're the Point University. Here's a serve from Pickett. Hit out of bounds, kept in, over by Reitzloff. And over Hardiman as it's knocked out of bounds, point Bruins. Pickett back to serve. Serve from Pickett to Flores. Sotomayor off the hand of Liza. And Flores back to serve. Rams going up 19-12. 6 points away from ending this set in the favor. Here's the serve. Hardiman keeping it. Hardiman not able to get under it, and I apologize. The line jump had to run out of the way because that ball was going anywhere but in the box. As Flores goes back to serve once again.
Wells was right there at the ball, too, at the net. So definitely a good play from Wells there on that rally.
Service there is going to cost the Rams a point and the possession. As we see Barrage coming back in. Wells for the kill and another point.
We have seen Wells do great consistently. You know, this is the second. Well, I gotta think if that was good.
A point, Rams, and I apologize for that technical difficulty as Georgia Lewis goes back to serve. Lewis, the Myrtle Beach native, back to serve once again. Set up, Hardiman. Walcott. Over. Block.
Yeah.
And off the hands of Grajeda and Wells. And the Rams come within 2 here in set number 3. Rams currently up 10. As Matola comes in for Barrage, and then Adams coming in for Matola. That seems like something with extra steps. There's a serve from Lewis. Off the hands of Pickett. Hardiman. Inbounds. Point Bruins.
Still, Bluefield's very close to getting this one in the sack.
Yes, they are, as the Rams are only 2 away, 1 away from a match point, as number 9 King is back to serve. Lewis. Wells, right off of the shoulder of number 9 King. God, King had to back up there. That almost took off her head.
Absolutely. The ball comes at a high velocity when Wells is behind it.
And, of course, in good hands we are. Attacker of the week, Lauren Sotomayor, right to Adams. Lewis there. Adams. Hit over and into the net. And another point for the Rams as the Rams look to end it here in set number 4. Ethan, that was an exciting set. The Rams showed quite dominance going up 25-14 in that set. Wow.
Yeah, and I can't wait till set number 4. Bluefield can't lose their cool. Like I said, 25-14, still a pretty close game, still a pretty close score. They can't let their guard down now. Jessica Wells on that front line, doing those kills. I sort of called her the killer the other day. Performing those kills, performing those blocks. Definitely a solid front line coming into this third set.
And of course, you guys want to stick around. We're going to take a quick break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams are up 2-1 in sets in a very exciting bout against the Carolina University Bruins. We're back in a minute 34.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling, from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve. And a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
And we're back here for set number 4 as I pass it off to Ethan Stinson for set number 4 play-by-play.
All right, Jackson, thank you very much. And, you know, a great momentum for the Rams. It can't stop here. As you know, they lost set number 2 similarly to Tuesday as they lost set number 2. It seems to be the unlucky number for the Bluefield University Rams as they've, for the last 2 contests, including this one, have, lost set number 2, but they have come back. Let's hope they come back even more, as now the ball is getting ready to be coming into play for Bluefield University as Georgia Lewis comes in, high-fiving all her teammates. Allie Hawkins for Bluefield University getting the first serve of the 4th set of play. 4th stanza getting ready to begin here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams lead 2-0. Ball is up, going right to left. Hawkins giving it to Watcott. Over to Flores, and too hot. But it rules in the favor of Bluefield as it's right there on the corner. Bluefield starting off the set great, 1-0. Hawkins coming back up to serve for Bluefield. It's up. And a kill right there from Modela. 1-1. Coming up next, Pickett to serve for the Bruins. It's up. Kept up. Watcott giving it to Flores. Knocked up. Return from Lewis to Watcott. Grahita on the far side. Unreturnable. Pickett trying to keep it alive. And coming back over. Leza. Watcott giving it to Grahita. Back to Leza. Modela. Block. Unsuccessful. Back line. Not returnable. It's now 2-1. Taking the first lead of this set is now the Carolina University Bruins. I about said Panthers. My apologies. I'm not a fan of Carolina Panthers, but you know, I'm up there. Pickett for the serve. And couldn't get a hand on it from Hawkins, Allie Hawkins. 2-1, 3-1, correction, in favor of the Carolina University Bruins. Pickett to serve. Flores, block from Modela. It's now 4-1. Jackson, not a good start to this one.
No, it is not. The Rams not looking so hot here in the first 5 points as that serve from Pickett goes.
Here's Watcott over, but outside. Free point headed over to Carolina. Costly mistakes like that. 5-1. Bluefield trailing by 4 to the Carolina University Bruins. Pickett up to serve for the fourth consecutive rally. Here's Sotomayor. And Hedeman on the end. It's 6-1. Back up to serve. Here's Watcott to Flores. Hardiman on the end. To Watcott. Over to Flores. Block. Not good. Back line too hot. Back line is too hot from Modula. As now it's a 6-2 ball game. Rams hopefully going to get momentum here as Morgan Coulter checks in for the Rams to deliver the ball for the first time in a while for this set. 6-2, Carolina leads in the fourth set.
I was a little confused that Carolina celebrated. I thought they knew that went out of bounds.
Yeah. But as that service error from Coulter makes it 7-2, Modula comes back to serve. Again, hailing from my dream vacation destination, Rome, Italy. And the ball's up. Service error for service error, side out for side out. And like that, Watcott comes up to serve for Bluefield University at 7-3. Bluefield trails by 4 rallies. Watcott, ball up. Hardiman giving it to Liza. Hardiman on the far side, block. Sotomayor getting it from Liza to Hardiman. Unsuccessful block from Sotomayor. A little bit of a sidestep, and that's 8-3, Carolina. Coming back to serve is King. Camera King from Good Hope, Georgia. She's a sophomore setter. As the ball's up, left to right. Hardiman on the end. Hardiman for the kill, 9-3. Carolina up by 6. Not a good way to end the game as the game now goes to timeout called by Coach Buddy Gallimore to give a little pep talk as we go to some of our sponsors for 60 seconds. And we have Swope Construction since 1984. Swope Construction has led the way in commercial construction solutions for the 2 Virginias. Swope Construction is a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. The Grind, 103 Spring Street, Bluefield, Virginia, seeks to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Come to the Bluefield University Coaches Show each Monday at 7 p.m. exclusively at The Grind, and also get it on Apple Podcasting, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasting. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. As the Rams make it back out onto the court, the score stopped 9-3 as 17 seconds are left to go in the timeout period. Definitely not a way to start this out. You know, they're already got 6 points on the Rams. So Jackson, tell me, how can they get out of this hole that seems to be getting deeper and deeper?
Now we've seen a lot of the what we call configuration errors that we've seen by the Rams. A lot of service, you know, they're a well-oiled machine, and when something screws up, they all crumble, and that's shown a lot today. So they need to show up and show out here in these last few sets.
Sotomayor to Watcott, over. And that one couldn't be returned successfully from Schinhoster, and that gives Bluefield 9-4. But they trail by 5 as Flores comes up to serve. The ball's up. And right there, from Sotomayor, 9-5. Bluefield trailing by 4, but coming up ever so slightly. The kill was impeccable. Nobody saw it. And right here, Flores coming back to serve. It's up. Hardiman in the back. And a point is awarded to Bluefield after double contact from Hardiman, I believe. 9-6. Bluefield, just like that, is back within 3 points of tying the ball game. Up from Flores. Hardiman to Watcott. Hickett. And Watcott got it up, but nobody could get to it. 10-6 in favor of Carolina. Becky Walker coming back in from Lakeland, Florida, serving as a DS tonight. And the ball goes back into the hands of Walker as she prepares. Ref motions forward, left to right. Walker spins. It's up, and it's gone. All right. Here's Sotomayor. Pancake. Sotomayor again. Outside this time. Point goes to the Bruins, 11-6. Bruins pulling away with the lead ever so slightly as Walker comes back to serve. Ball's up. Sotomayor over to Lewis. Back to the front line. Pickett, block, unsuccessful. Back to Lewis and Flores from the back line. Miscommunication. Pancakes too soon from Lewis, 12-6. Doubling the score of the Rams is the Bruins. Walker with a hand up. Good. Wells on the diagonal as she came back in. But a kill! A kill from number 7, Reagan Adams. 13-6. They lead by 7. Walker coming up for the umpteenth serve. And they sneeze the ball in the crowd. Watcott to Sotomayor. Pickett to Watcott. Wells too hot, but it's awarded to Bluefield. Tipped off. And they're applauding the referee for a good call.
I love that. I don't think I've seen that in any other sport where the crowd has clapped for the referee's
Well, they've
call.
done it in football, I believe, but that's just about it. 13-7. Watcott giving it to Grajeda, and Grajeda drops it in. 13-8.
I don't know what number 9 King was trying to do. She's like trying to kick it up.
Just trying to kick it. This is not soccer. Soccer's next week.
Yeah, we like to have fun up here in the booth.
We do. We love having fun up here. We hope you're having fun at home as well here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams trail by 5 points, but they're trying to come back here.
Thank you to all. I know there's about 70 of you guys watching our broadcast currently, and we thank all of you guys for watching and sticking tuned.
Lewis with that serve, and unreturnable. Rams edge it back, 13-9. They still trail, but they're coming up one step at a time.
And I would like to thank you guys. If you guys want to, you can always like and subscribe along with, you can like, subscribe, and click the notification button so you guys know every time we go live, we post a new highlight video, or, we have a lot of awesome content across the board. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. Ethan, what were you saying?
Oh, yes, as they went into a timeout period, definitely some readjustment needs to be done. I think Ferguson trying to preemptively stop a potential Bluefield lead, and Gallimore saying, keep going, and, top them off, basically.
Yeah, Coach Ferguson has done a great job today. Of course, Coach Ferguson, Allewine, and Coach Allewine, I don't think I mentioned, has coached at numerous places. He coached at Queen's University in Charlotte. He coached over at USC South Chittiwa in South Carolina. It might have been South Carolina. And I think about it. It makes a lot more sense than SoCal, and many other schools. As we have time to thank one or two of our sponsors, real quick.
All right, the Grind 103 Spring Street, Bluefield, Virginia, seeks to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. Come to the Bluefield University Coaches Show each Monday at 7 p.m. exclusively at The Grind. As the ladies get back out on the floor, the score 13-9 in favor of the Bruins. But Bluefield looking to catch back up as coming to the serving positions, the libero in Georgia Lewis, the freshman out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Definitely a good vacation destination I've been to numerous times as that ball's up. Back over, Sotomayor to Watcott. Wells killing it! Wow! Oh, and right on the line, too, where no one expected it. Sorry, guys, I just get very excited when people like Wells deliver consistently all game long, trying to get the ball up. 13-10. Watcott to Wells, and another kill from Wells! Well, that might not have been a kill because someone did touch it, but still, unreturnable balls from Wells. Definitely something to consider as now Bluefield comes back within 2. And it's up. Picking on the far line. And that one is out of bounds. 14-11, but Bluefield still trying to have some momentum here. Adams coming back up to serve for the Bruins. Ball moving left to right. Watcott to Sotomayor, and unreturnable from Adams. It's now a 14-12 ball game, and the fortunes are starting to change, dare I say, here as they're within 2. Sotomayor coming to serve for the Bluefield University Rams. It's up. Pickett to Matola, and unreturnable as it goes off the hands of Lewis. And Flores couldn't get to it in time. 15-12 in favor of, once again, the Carolina Bruins, who have pretty much dominated this set up till now. See what happens as Liza comes up to serve. Watcott to Grajeda. Back line, too hot from Ramalho from Brazil. 15-13, Bluefield back within 2. It's a 2-point game. Hawkins coming in to serve the ball. We've seen her serve a lot tonight. Some pretty good balls. Let's see how this goes. Liza, Pickett, side out. Bluefield gets the rally off of the side out from Pickett. Hawkins back up to serve. It's a 1-point game. Unreturnable once again. Motolo trying to race after the ball. Now it's a tie ball game, Jackson. The dynamic is shifting.
Yes, it is, and that's insane. They were down at one point, 9-2 here in this set.
And now they're back, and they are tied as Hawkins awaits the referee's signal. And the referee's signal comes as the whistle blows. Ball was up. Ramalho setting for Hardiman. Watcott sets for Flores, and Flores gets the kill. And now, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Bluefield University is back on top for the first time that I can remember, 16-15, as now Ferguson calls a timeout. We're going to thank some more of our sponsors here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Make your next event special with Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall Catering. The Bluefield Mercer Mall location offers delicious options such as strips, nuggets, salads, and boxed meals. Chick-fil-A Mercer Mall. Eat more chicken, as Bob Red just read the same announcement I did. Duchess Dairy produces whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt at their plant in the heart of rural Retreat, Virginia. Duchess Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. Jackson, this is a good momentum for Bluefield. They cannot let this slip away from them. This is the deciding factor, the deciding set, before we can determine to see if Bluefield can win this contest.
I'm a little confused by that question. Yes, the Bluefield University Rams are showing out, but they cannot get too excited yet, and I think that's what's actually cost the Carolina Bruins in this set. Is a lot of the times they were getting points. They were getting all hoop and hollery, and then they ended up they're back. They're losing now.
Hawkins comes back up. Play is going to resume as the ref signals. She dribbles the ball. Ball's up. Liza to Metallo, and too much from Metallo on the front line. Like I said multiple times before, once you're on that front line, it can be costly when you hit the ball hard enough. So 17-15, Bluefield now pulling away with the lead, 17-15 by 2. Hawkins back up. Metallo. Pickett on the front line, and rolling into it was Brown. Brown could not get to it. She rolled, stopped, drop, and roll, but didn't get to it.
I do have to commend her. She was able to actually save that ball, but of course nobody was there to recover it from her as the serve comes for Pickett.
All right, Watcott to Grajeda. Pickett sending it over to Brown. Watcott setting for Flores, and right off the hands of Liza, deflected. 18-16, a 2-point game. Bluefield still on top, still managing for the lead. And it's a very tight game here as Morgan Coulter comes in to serve for the Rams. From Beckley, West Virginia, just 45 minutes up the interstate. Ball was up, but a service error costs the Rams a point, and it's 18-17. They still have it by a point, but now Metallo, one of the good servers on Carolina, coming up to serve the ball as the ball now moves left to right. And it's up for Metallo. Watcott to Flores. Liza to Hardiman on the far end. Return from Flores, but not hot enough. Hitting the net. It's an 18-18 ball game, all tied up. Bluefield cannot lose this now.
It's kind of interesting how you can see the power of Wells and how some of these girls don't even have to hit it up. It just bounces off their hands.
And that one is discombobulated, disoriented. I saw 3 Rams rolling on it. Couldn't get to it, and just like that, the Carolina Panthers, not the Carolina Panthers. That's the first mistake I made in the game. Carolina Bruins take back the lead. Metallo give it to Liza. And a kill. Oh no, not a kill. It was outside. Little discombobulated from Flores. 18, it's 20-18 as the crowd boos.
Home field advantage up here.
Modela to serve. Watcott giving it to Flores and redeems herself this time as it's a kill, as nobody could get to it in between 2 Bruins. 20-19, trailing by 1. Close game as Watcott comes to serve the ball. Ball's up. Hardiman racing after it. Sotomayor to Liza. Hardiman again. Sotomayor save. Georgia Lewis, and haphazardly knocked forward by number 0, Leslie Flores. 21-19 goes in favor of the Carolina Bruins. Bluefield cannot let the momentum stop, because now this is do or die for the streak. Lewis to Watcott. Flores. Adams. Watcott to Flores. Ball kept up. And a block-to-block joust. Gives it to Bluefield as it stayed on the side of the Carolina Bruins, short of the joust. 21-20. Close game. Both teams now in the 20s. This is the closest set of the contest. Ball's up from Flores. Hardiman blocked right there from number 1, Jessica Wells, 21-21. The killer is back in town. Here's Flores. Ooh, and that is disoriented from Sotomayor. Georgia Lewis setting for Wells, and it dropped right outside. 22-21. Carolina's got the lead, but not the contest just yet. Becky Walker coming back to serve for the Bruins. Ball moving left to right. It's a very high-intensity moment here, ladies and gentlemen. And a service error from Walker gives it back to Bluefield.
A lot of excitement in here tonight. On a Thursday night, we've got a great showing, and I know the girls love it when you guys come. So please come on down if at all possible.
Lewis for the serve. Pickett, block unsuccessful. Couldn't get back. Watcott couldn't get it back, 23-22. It's a 1-point game. The streak for winning here is on the line. Drum roll, please, guys. Reagan Adams. Watcott to Flores. Return. Georgia Lewis getting some help. Back line. Sotomayor brings it back in. Grajeda over. Wells gets it to Watcott. Over to Sotomayor and kept up. A block from Wells!
I wouldn't know if that was inherently a block as much as it rolled off of the net because, of course, Schinhauser could not get it up. But exciting nonetheless as we go into what could be the final 2 points of this match.
Yeah, you know, Wells, I think, was a good force in trying to keep the ball from coming over. As a block from Grajeda. Wells going diagonal. Wells once again, a block!
Now that's a block from Wells.
Now that is a true block as that was contact on the ball, hitting the tape, and now they're on their feet. It is match point, ladies and gentlemen, 24-23. Seven Nation Army is going out across the Dome Gymnasium as the ball is up. Watcott giving it to Wells. Liza keeping it up. And it went outside. It's tie ball game, 24-24. This is going to be going past 25 here because you have to win by 2. So the Bluefield Rams need to have 26 points at a minimum to win the game. As now coming back up at a tie ball game, Liza coming up to serve. The ball, people on their feet. It's up. Pick it on the end. Cassidy Brown. And Watcott puts it in there. 25-24. This is match point.
Everyone's on their feet. They're holding up their ones, Ethan.
They're holding up their ones as Allie Hawkins comes up to deliver what could be the final nail in the coffin. But a service error brings it 25-25. Whoa. Number 10, Pickett coming back to serve for the Bruins.
This could be a big danger for the Rams. Pickett being a big person for their rallies here in set number 4.
Watcott giving it to Flores, and Flores gets a kill, 26-25. This is now, for the third time, match point. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be it. This could be it as VP Walker's down there with the rest of the crew holding up that number 1. The crowd is on their feet. And now Morgan Coulter needs to deliver a good one home for the Bluefield University Rams. The ball comes up. It's served. And it's on the ace from Coulter. It's 27-25, and the Bluefield University Rams wins this 3-1.
Ethan, you need to catch your breath a little there.
Oh my God!
I could tell that the Bruins were not happy about that call. Coach Alwan and Coach Ferguson both very discouraged by that, but the Rams do take it here, Ethan, and there's a lot of excitement here in the Dome. Maybe I should keep talking while you catch your breath real quick.
Please do.
But yes, the Rams end up taking this one 3-0, of course, winning this set 25-27 in what an amazing fashion, Ethan. This is one of the craziest matches ever, of course, even in a non-conference. The Rams extend their win streak to 5 as we're going to take a second. Okay, Rodney Casey has finished the prayer. Everyone's excited. That's the way we want to end it, and that's why you guys need to watch Saturday. Right, Ethan?
Yeah, our next broadcast for volleyball, unfortunately, I will not be here on the call for that one, as Jackson Bass will fly solo. Our next broadcast for volleyball will be Saturday, September 25th against Tennessee Wesleyan, a big opponent in the AAC. And the first serve will be at 10 a.m., so make sure you tune in live on the Rams Digital Sports Network, where Jackson Bass will be having coverage.
I'm starting to think that you're leaving me on Saturday, so you don't have to get up as early as I do.
Oh, man, I got to get up earlier. Like, I've got a second job. But you know what? As I regain my breath, final score here, Rams 3 sets, and you have the Bruins at 1. So we're going to go to break, and we're going to have do we have a post-game interview today?
I think I'll be heading up that post-game interview as we go to break here. We'll be back in a minute 37.
You say you have vision. But where's it taking you? Because true vision is seeing what could be, contending with the status quo. It's taking what shapes you and using it to shape the world. It's the higher calling, from the one who calls you his own. The higher vision, where visionaries are made. It's taking the higher road to a higher education. It's about discovering what God's placed inside of you is exactly what you need. It's knowing that to lead is to serve, and a life poured out is a life full and meaningful. So go. Go beyond the normal. Go stronger than before. Go make your mark. Make your impact. Go further.
Let me check that up. The Rams take this one 3-1 against Carolina University. I'm here with Coach Buddy Gallimore. Coach, you guys just won that 3-1, an exciting venue here at the Dome Gymnasium. What did you make of that win?
It was fun, it's probably that's a good team. That is a very good team, and their record doesn't show it. They are a lot better than they showed. They're well coached, very well coached, and I'm just proud of my girls of battling and coming out with a win.
That's something we talked about on the broadcast. This is an NCCAA team that is coached by two magnificent coaches in Coach Ferguson and Coach Allewine. Was there anything you guys did in special preparation for this match?
I didn't expect them to be as scrappy as they were. On some of the film they had, but that tells me that they prepared well, and that's coaching. And the players executed. They had a plan. They came in here with it and executed it, and we just had a few more breaks and made a few more breaks for ourselves.
Now, of course, you guys dropped the second set and were down a considerable amount in set number 4, and then you guys had that timeout. What were you telling your girls during that timeout?
We just got to get the serve back. We've just got to pass the ball. We were stuck in that one rotation, row 5, and we just couldn't get out of it. And we had to find a way. And the girls need something like this. This prepares us for that long conference season, and it's something that we can't simulate in practice. And playing good non-conference teams like this really helps us.
Now, of course, I talked with Ethan about the game versus KCU where you guys lost that set. You guys had actually swept the 2 previous teams prior. Does having games like this benefit that way more than the harm?
I think it does. This one does. I think the match against KCU was kind of a mental lapse. We kind of went on cruise control and expected them to lay down. And it's kind of what we did in the second set with Carolina. But to their credit, they battled back and gave us everything we wanted and even more. So I'm really proud of the girls, the way they responded.
Now, you guys are going to be taking Tennessee Wesleyan at 10 o'clock this Saturday. What are you excited for that game?
Just another conference match. It's one of those things where we've got to protect our own floor, come out here and play like we know how to play, and play consistent through all 3 sets. And I think that's kind of one thing that happened, that has happened with us the last couple matches. This one too, we had some mental lapses, and we get in cruise control, and when we do that, it just doesn't work for us. We've got to learn how to flip the switch and keep it on.
Now, of course, like I said, this is a very electrifying game. How does having a giant student section benefit your match?
I think that helped us tremendous. If they're not loud and that gets Carolina rattled, the other team rattled, and more than that, it inspires our players. They want to perform for their fans. They want to perform for their friends. They're sitting in the stands. And so when they're like that, they want us to win, and that gives them fuel for the fire.
Well, thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure talking. And like Coach Gallimore said, guys, please come on against Tennessee Wesleyan this Saturday. I know it's an early tip-off, but I'm going to be here way earlier than you guys at 10 a.m. Please join. It is an awesome atmosphere when we have you guys down in the Dome. Of course, the Rams take this one 3-1 and extend their winning streak to 5 as they plan on taking Tennessee Wesleyan on Saturday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take it easy, Rams fans.
Go Rams.